What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Alain Gonzalez here, and today I want to talk about how you should cycle your carbs. And it's not going to be the traditional way, right? A lot of people claim that we should go low carb on our rest days because it speeds up fat loss or whatever the case may be. But we have plenty of research showing that not only that the main factor for weight loss or how fast we burn fat or lose weight is energy balance, right? So being in a caloric deficit, but also that the macronutrient breakdown when we're talking about losing weight doesn't really matter, and it doesn't speed up when the carbs are low. Okay, and I'm going to link that in the description. But I do think there are some kind of solid ways that you can use carb cycling to your advantage, particularly if you are in a deep cut, right? So if you're bulking, you probably don't need to do this. You're already your glycogen is already nice and full. You're already pretty primed for good workouts. But as you cut, right, as you cut those calories down and increase that activity level, you start to get more drained and you start taxing your glycogen more, and so your workouts start to suffer. And this is especially true as you get further and further into your cut. So instead of, for example, having less carbs on your off days, here's what I would recommend. Kind of choosing your high carb days, moderate carb days, and low carb days, depending on how intensive your training is and when you're training. And here's an example. If you're someone who trains first thing in the morning, and you have, say for example, a heavy leg session that morning, it's not going to make sense for you to go low carb the day before, even if it was your rest day, and then go high carb that day, because again, you're training in the morning. So all the carbs that you're going to get in that day, or at least the majority of them, are going to come after your heavy session, right? So not only did you do yourself an injustice by going low carb the day before, because you're training heavy in the morning, but consuming all the carbs you would have needed or could have used for that workout after the workout really makes no sense and has no benefit. So instead, what I would do is I would load up on carbs the day before, even if it's your rest day, and that way you're primed and energized for your heavy leg session the next morning. Now let's say that you don't train in the morning and you train in the afternoon. Well, the same thing kind of applies, except for now you have a bit more time to consume your carbs. In that case, instead of going low carb on your rest day, I would go moderate carb and then a little bit more carbs before that workout, assuming you have a little bit of time to get more carbs in, and that should be enough to fuel your workout, as opposed to, again, going low carb the day before, even though it was your rest day, and then the next day just getting a bit of carbs because you don't really have that much time between waking and training to get enough carbs. So get the moderate carbs on your rest day, get a little bit more carbs before your workout, and you should be good for your heavy session. The only time I would recommend someone to, for example, go low carb the day before a heavy session, assuming it's their rest day, is if you train in the evening. In that case, yeah, you can go low carb on your rest day, and then on your heavy training day, you could load up on carbs throughout the day before your training session, and that will suffice. But again, the purpose of the video is, number one, we don't necessarily have to cycle our carbs. However, depending on your training and how long you've been cutting, you might want to be a bit more strategic with your carbs just to ensure that you're able to perform at your maximum, especially because this is what's going to determine whether or not we lose our muscle mass during our cut. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Just a quick video kind of going over that. Again, I'm going to link the studies in the description. I hope you find this helpful. If you did, click the like button below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos. If you haven't already, make sure to grab 21-day fast abs completely free. The link will be down below. Just go there, put your name and your email address. You'll get instant access to that, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, and if you have any questions regarding your training and your carb cycling, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them. Peace.